Is there a song for 85s? Your glamour shots is excellent. That's 85 right there. This is the 85 mall shot. Thinking through.
You just picture the wine glass.
Right. Yeah. That's beautiful. Get the fade in.
The fade in.
The fade in. That's
and then
what
like
you do.
my profile right here. Look at me.
Yes,
Yeah, just,
that would be. And then turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely, and you're never coming back. Okay, so welcome to a new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore.
You don't even know who you are.
Yeah, because I started to say Bonnie Tyler. I was like so into it.
I was like, yes. Yes. Total eclipse of the comic rack. This this is what happens, people.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is the stuff. So this was an interesting week.
Yeah.
Like
It was
there was books.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
like nothing mind-blowing one direction or the other.
Right. Like it wasn't like, oh, poo-poo, ha-ha, flip tables. Yeah. But nothing that was like, oh my God, did you see this?
Yeah.
Like
Which is very satisfying and a very average sort of.
it's I call it bad pizza. Bad pizza. Because even when it's bad, it's good.
It's still pizza.
You know, it's like biggity bam, biggity bam. You know, so that's what this is. This is bad pizza. Okay, so I took on Inhumans. You did Inhumans.
I did Inhumans.
We also did Shattered Empire.
Yep.
And then that's where we switched, though,
Yes,
isn't it?
we split paths.
Where did you go?
I went with Karnak because of Warren Ellis.
I feel like a fool. I feel like a fool. I forgot that he wrote that.
It's easy to because Marvel isn't hammering away at the publicity behind it.
How do you not say that?
Yeah.
Warren Ellis, period. Karnak,
Yeah.
period. Get it.
Yeah, because
Done.
they did that with Moon Knight.
Right! And did that not blow our collective minds?
Yeah.
Betcha by golly while it did. Okay, so tell me about this one. Since I obviously dropped the ball, tell me about it.
It very much has a Warren Ellis, Moon Knight-y kind of feel to it.
Oh, I'm there.
It's not as postmodern in its storytelling in terms of like the way they did the panels,
Okay.
and it's a one and done story. So it looks like it's going to be more serial, like
Okay,
like
okay.
6-issue story arcs.
Gotcha.
But you can really feel that honed in tights and capes Warren Ellis that he can do. Like he isn't taking us into like really strange places.
Right.
But it's Karnak, and he's in the Inhumans, but
Right.
nobody really talks
Okay,
about him too much.
wait. So, just for those that are out there that don't know who Karnak is,
Yeah.
can we drop a little, two-piece for him?
Yeah.
I mean, so like you said, he's part of the Inhumans Nation, right? One of the royal family
Yeah.
members. What is his power?
He can perceive the flaws in anything.
Anything.
Philosophy, a law,
Anything.
Someone's military tactics.
Karnak for president.
And so he's got this group because they're all the new humans.
Right.
From if you haven't been reading,
should.
Black Bolt unleashed the Terrigen Mists on Earth.
Right.
And so people are
Popping up.
yeah. And so he kind of has a school for him to help him through the transition.
Okay.
And it's very Tyler Durden-y in the way he deals with people, and Shield is paying him to help find people that have been affected by the Terrigen Mist.
Okay. Are they trying to make agents out of him? Or just to find them, period?
Well, he's using the money to finance his school,
Okay.
and then he's just being Karnak. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty interesting. I'm really looking forward to issue 2.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't see how you can double cross this guy.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're going to do this. Like, I can see that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and if you're not, like you're Karnak and Humans, Warren Ellis maybe, buy it for the interrogation scene. When you get to it,
really?
yeah, you'll know. You'll know.
That's brilliant.
Then you went Justice League.
I did. I went for the Dark Side War piece here. Apparently, something major has happened recently. A new god has fallen, if you will. Yeah, that's right. That happened.
That's big stuff.
It is, and this is kind of like the fallout, and it's very interesting. You know how everybody says that the Justice League is kind of like this modern pantheon?
Yeah.
This is taking that to a deeper extent. I mean,
Yeah.
we're seeing characters that we know and love, like getting the moniker of God of ...
Yeah.
Not in the most, like, called for ways. Like, you'd
Okay.
think, like, Batman, obviously God of Death or Darkness or whatever.
Yeah.
No,
he's in the chair.
Yeah, he's in the chair. He's chilling. The God of Death, though, kind of brilliant. Do I say it? Here, I'll tell you.
Oh, shiz.
Right. Yeah, think about that.
In a weird way, it kind of.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
See? That's what I'm saying. You got to read that.
Yeah,
You gotta read
that's actually
Yes,
really cool.
Yes. But the biggest thing is, who is the new god of apocalypse?
They've replaced Darkseid?
What? Maybe, sort of, kind of. I'm not telling. Either way, though, you got to check that out.
Yeah.
That one, and honestly, that one was kind of like the weakest one to me because there's a lot of stuff and it was kind of like aftermath, like total aftermath. But that last part, though, the god of apocalypse.
Oh, very cool.
Things happening, very much so. Yeah, dope. So, where do you want to go first?
That's a toughie.
It is.
Because I'm a huge Soul fan.
Right? Chucky Soul wins.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Let's go Chucky
Okay,
Soul.
yeah.
Let's go Chucky
Yeah,
Soul.
we'll do
Okay.
that.
So I'm a huge Inhumans fan.
Yeah.
Love Black Bolt. Okay.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
Like Blackagar Boltagon is my dude.
Yeah. He's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like he's so powerful and real and intelligent. And
Majestic.
yeah.
So this interpretation of him, I like.
He's a desperate man.
He is, and it's kind of like that severely wounded animal against the wall.
Yeah.
But you really. He's not like lashing out. Like
Yeah.
that's not him.
Yeah.
He's not the guy who's like, oh God.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta figure this out. This isn't working like I wanted to, but let's go to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the big thing from the before Secret Wars,
Right.
Soul stuff with Inhumans, Black Bolt had given his son, his only heir, to Kang to
Yes.
protect because he knew the universes were collapsing and the world was ending.
Right.
He's now doing what any father would, except for mine. But it hurts because it's true.
I'm sorry. But no, but I mean, other than the big dose of reality you just served us, you're right though. I mean, like this is essentially like the movie Ransom, where he's like, bring me back my son. Like,
Yeah, and I love that. I loved how Medusa is kind of moving things forward in the new paradigm.
Yes.
With the Terrigen affecting humans now, how are the Inhumans going to interact?
Okay, now I have to throw this out there. That thing that happens in this book,
Yeah, right about page 25.
I need to understand that. I need to know where that's coming from. Because I feel like that's a lot more messy than even what they talked about here.
Yeah.
Did he or did he not first go after Crystal?
Yes.
Yo, sisters? Sisters? That's what you do?
That's a bold move.
I mean, come on.
That's a most interesting man in the world type
I mean,
stuff.
you know what I'm saying? He's like, listen, it might not be the most humane thing to do, but it's a little inhuman, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
it looks like it's kind of advanced. Like it's not just like phase one. It makes me wonder: is there something in Secret Wars that sets that up?
Right, because I don't know. I mean, especially considering that she goes on Maury about it, like, this is what, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was
That's, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, how you just gonna be like, you just my baby daddy, I got some new man, like, for real, like, how do you do that? How do you do that?
Yeah, it's huge, and especially when the person that's being told that is who they are.
Right, like, whoa.
I would personally wet myself twice.
Listen, you saw what he did.
Yeah.
And he did. Like, for somebody who's so about that fire, he got a little moist.
It's like,
no. Oh, no.
I would never.
Let's not talk about it. No.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. You say,
You Black Bolt, you be quiet.
no.
Talk with your eyes. Oh, wow. That was kind of.
That was creepy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But in a real way.
Yeah.
I totally dig that. Art-wise, fantastic.
Yeah.
Steve McNiven.
Yeah, just fantastical.
Love. Yeah. I like the little extra story in the back too. It was a little quick, but it was
very
nice.
cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. A little time jumpy in terms of the storytelling, but interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
definitely.
So there's this trailer that came out recently.
Yeah, I was during that
That
football
one
game on Monday.
There's a football game.
Yeah.
Where they were chucking the chug it football all night.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, where the Giants kept giving the ball to the Eagles because they're nice.
Yeah, because they're friends.
Yeah.
It's an East Coast thing.
Yeah, it's got to be.
So, but yeah, there was this trailer.
Yeah.
That premiered.
Yeah.
The whole world has gone crazy.
Because it's Star Wars Episode 7.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And this week we get Shattered Empire.
Yeah.
Which is in between.
Yeah. It is the journey to A Force Awakens.
Ho, 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 ho. Now, wait, let's give fair warning here. Don't come
Yeah.
rushing in buying this book thinking it's going to tell you what's about to happen in
It
Force
won't.
Awakens. That's not fair.
It won't. There's
Like,
no
this
spoilers
is-
there.
Yeah. This is like a few months after,
Yeah.
Episode 6. So Force Awakens is many, many years later. But
I'm curious to see how, especially that last part of this miniseries,
yes.
bears out.
See, because it seems weird, but not weird all
Yeah.
at the same time. Like, I feel like there's some importance there.
Yeah.
I mean, how long does it take for a tree to grow?
Takes a while.
Maybe like 30 years?
Maybe 30-ish years?
Maybe 30 years?
Maybe.
That's a big old boom for you. But this was a fun issue. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, seriously.
Yeah, because the characters that they introduced with this have been fun.
Right?
But the thing is, and I am a 40-year-old grown-ass man.
When you have to say it,
And when-
some part of that ain't true. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah, exactly. So when Skywalker shows up,
Yeah.
and he like goes full. Hey, by the way, I'm Luke Skywalker.
You're like-
I'm a Jedi Master, and I'm a badass. And he does that. I'm just like, yes. Yeah, and it was just amazing.
Force is strong with that one, definitely.
Yeah.
And it was pretty too.
Yeah.
Like, the art is.
It was just gorgeous. Yeah, just amazing, and the action wasn't confusing. It was
No.
very very straightforward.
And that was the thing I did notice is like when they ramped up the action, it ramped up visually
Yeah.
as well. It wasn't just like, oh, I did this thing. It was like, look at the panel structures. Like,
Because it was no longer just your basic grid.
No,
it was.
no, it
if
was
things were moving one way, it was
spreading and slashing
Yeah.
and throwing, and this was good.
yeah, very very good visual
Yeah.
storytelling.
I have to admit, like, if this is how they plan to end each arc, where it definitely leads into something else,
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Good job. Because it
Fantastical.
feels very organic. It's
Yeah.
not just like, oh, it's the end of the arc. It's like, we did this thing, okay, other stuff has to happen. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a stopping point.
Yeah.
And that,
Yeah, thanks for your $12.
yeah, no.
Moving along to the next,
no.
something's growing,
It
like a
is
tree.
building. And that tree bears fruit. Forceful fruit. What were your honorable mentions, sir?
My honorable mentions were, because I'm that kind of person.
Yes.
Both of them involve cults. One of them, yeah,
I mean, really?
yeah.
Whoa.
All right, we'll start with the smaller press
Okay,
one.
okay.
Sunflower.
Okay. Who's that from?
That is from 451.
Yes.
It's a smaller press company. Their little blurb in previews was enough to get me.
Okay.
Basically, this woman loses her husband and very young daughter in like a murder type situation to a local cult leader
Right.
that has the entire area that he lives in just terrified of him.
No joke.
She gets a postcard with her daughter's nickname on it, written in the same handwriting of her daughter.
Oh.
So she now believes that the daughter that she thought has been dead for 10 years is still alive.
Okay.
I don't know if somebody's messing with her. I don't know.
messed up.
So she's going after this group to get her daughter back.
That's kind of awesome. Now, this company, I actually saw them when I was in New York. They've got a
Yeah,
nice...
you were talking about that.
Yeah, they got a nice spread. They actually are putting out a Warriors comic.
Yeah.
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 I think I actually have issue 1 of that.
It is probably awesome. I ordered it, so I'm waiting.
So you mean if I go home and I read it,
It'll
be before you?
Yep.
That's happening.
It
That's
hurts.
happening now.
It hurts.
Yeah. What was the other one?
The other
What
one,
was the other one?
when the blurb on the top says, the
Yes.
work of a master storyteller writing at the peak of her black twisted powers.
Whoa.
Written by Scott, that was a quote from Scott Snyder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Snyder of Batman and Witches lore?
Well, it says Batman and American Vampire, but yeah, he did Witches.
Wait, really? They go American Vampire? Oh, wait.
Because
from
it's Vertigo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? That's
Yeah.
not even like his best, like... Okay.
I know, right?
That makes sense. Gotta keep it in-house.
He's talking about Gail Simone.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Gail did this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
so it's
listening, I'm
a little bit out of her norm.
Yeah, because you don't see her going all dark and...
You don't,
Gruesome.
but it's wonderful. It's got a far more supernatural side to it than this does.
Okay.
Kind of similar setup. A wife loses her fiance to suicide after he kind of joins this cult, or self-actualization group.
That's the one, that's Scientology, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the weird thing is, so she tries to kill herself. She comes back and she can see things that kind of like when we were talking about Doctor Strange a few weeks back.
Right.
That sort of thing.
Nice.
And what I thought was like a really weird short story to start it
Right.
is the origin story of who's the person who ends up being the bad guy, I think.
wow.
And a very similar sort of near-death situation where she has the same powers.
Oh.
I'm really interested to see where both of these go.
Okay. Clean room number 1.
Yeah.
I might have to.
Oh yeah, clean room number 1. It helps if I actually do my job.
I mean, well, tag team. I
yeah.
ollie, you oop. It was fine. It was. You did oops all over the place, but that's all right. Whatever.
Yeah, it was. And this, I was so torn. Like I wanted to read it, but I didn't want to. Yes, Invincible, the reboot.
So, I'm gonna tell you what hurts me about this.
Okay.
On the cover, it says part 1 of 3. There is such a richness that can be explored in this. It's not even funny. However, okay, so if you don't know, Mark has been transported back through time and is like essentially rebooting the entire series. Like we actually kick off before he has powers.
Yeah.
Like.
But it looks like he has full memory.
Right.
Which
like he knows
is
exactly.
amazing.
Oh my God. Like
Yeah.
I can't even imagine the level of detail and research that Kirkman had to go back and do for himself to even be able to reference these things correctly.
Because there's 22 trade paperbacks right now.
Yeah.
Which is an impressive run.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so oh God. Okay, so if you've been a fan of this series, you will adore everything that's in this. Like it's the references that they like bring up like this and then this, and you're like, oh, I remember that. I remember this. And you see these characters react in certain ways, and there are parts where like you're like, ooh, that sucks because right now he's going back to a time where Adam and Eve is still with Rex.
Yeah.
Rex is still alive.
Yeah.
And so they're a couple. How do you explain some of those things? You know, I know where that cherry birthmark is on your right cheek.
Yeah.
How do you know that? I saw her in a swimsuit once.
I'm from the future.
And in the future we make babies. So this is really cool. And of course, the inevitable, the thing that, once they said that this is where it was going, the question, immediate specific is, what's going to happen with him and his dad?
Yeah. Because that was the punch you in the face moment in that early part of the run. Because you know.
Right,
He knows. How do you even look at your father?
And, right? Like all the emotions that you've gone through to forgive him and all this stuff, and you go back and it's like, he hasn't even done it yet.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And like you are not powerful enough to stop him.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you can do except for what he does.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, let that white knuckle action just happen for you right there. Oh, I need to know. Yeah, you do need to know. You need to come in here and get this book and find out. Find out. I don't even know what the winner is for this week.
It's all solid.
Yeah.
Like there's
not one that really trumps the others.
Yeah.
They were just really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. You're just like, I've eaten.
I'm full.
I will buy books again next week.
Yeah.
Like that's what this is.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Now, do remember that we still have the not we, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
There is still the Miller World talent search going on until the end of next month.
Yeah.
Okay, so total candor, I totally have a story in mind.
Oh.
I am totally submitting.
You should.
I am. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But when we kill cameras, I'm totally going to tell you about it. It's going to blow your mind.
It's fantastic.
huge.
Yeah.
I got you.
Unpublished talent.
Yes.
Go to millerworld.tv.
Yes.
And
Through
follow
the
the
forums.
links.
Yes. You have to be unpublished, 18 or older, and awesome. Make it happen. I don't even know how many. I think it's like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like
there's quite a few to choose from.
yeah. Like
and
you got some options.
yeah, and all the stories that he's having you read to base stuff off of are all quality.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I would. I can't even wait to submit mine. I'm already calling that I'm going to win something. Even if it's a no prize, even if it's an email from him telling me I'm rejected, I still want that. You see what I'm saying? So, biggity bam, it's happening. So, be like me, put something together, whether you're an artist, writer, whatever, put it out there. You never know. This could be the thing that makes your name synonymous with Mark Miller.
Or you get blocked like I did.
Or whatever, bleh.
And where are you going to be this week?
Wait.
Yeah, Wizard World, right?
I'm going to be at some place this weekend, aren't I? Yes, Wizard World, Tulsa, baby. Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I've never been to Oklahoma before.
Neither have I.
Oklahoma. No, I promised my mother I wouldn't do that when I get there. I promised, nothing beforehand.
Yeah.
Like on the plane ride, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I don't even care. But come see me, table B9. I'll be there in Artist Alley with all my wares, all the Vantage in-house goodness. Everything that Ryan already has, and you want it, it'll be there. What? See me.
I'll be in Comic Town.
That's where the good stuff is. Other than me.
And the bathroom I have to clean.
Hey guys, did you love today's episode? We know you did. And you should be subscribing right here. Subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube. Do it. Do it now. Yeah.
I'll find you.